Hi everyone, a very good morning. So 9-day bootcamp where we are going to learn about advanced JavaScript concept and let's begin. Hope so. I'm audible. Once confirm me in the chat box is I'm audible or not. Please confirm me once. Is I'm audible? Okay, let's start. Okay, thank you for confirmation. Here we have a lots of p tags, so let me remove this because no use of that. Okay, it's fine. Now you can see the JavaScript only. In yesterday class, what we all learned, we learned about how to declare variable and after it how to declare string variable and how to use let keyword and when we have to use the const keyword for variable declaration, that we all see, and even we see that as well, how to create a function for adding two numbers in JavaScript. So after that, when you know like program to declare a string variable, program to use let keyword for variable declaration, and even you learn about how to add two numbers. Now we are going to learn about how to find the data type of variable. As I already taught you about that, like we have some common data types, like we have a number data type, then we have a string data type. In number data type we use numeric value, and in string data type we are going to use alphabetic character value, and then we have a booleans in which we come to know the value is true or false. So here we are going to learn about how we can find the data type of variable. So let me write program to find the data type of variables. Okay. First, what we are going to do in index.html, we are going to take one h1 tag, and inside h1 tag, we are going to write finding data types. How can we find data types in JavaScript? Okay. And we have to take unique ID as well. So here I am going to take p tag, and inside p tag I am going to take ID as name, where ID 1. Okay, fine. Now inside script.js file, what I am going to do, here I am going to write where first var equal to 22. Now you know this is a number. Okay, this is a number data type. But how can we check by using JavaScript rule? For that, what we can do, we can in a same way document dot get element by id. Inside id we are going to use our unique id that we define here. What is it? Where id1. Copy it and paste it here inside string. Okay, then dot inner html equal to, now if you want to write string you can write string, otherwise if you have to find only the type of data type of that variable, for that what you can use type of operator. What is this type of operator? Type of operator will tell you the data type of the variable. If you use type of, and what is the variable name? First var. So you have to simply write it first var. Okay, let's say. So it will tell you the type of first var. So as we already know it's a number, so what we get in our output, we are going to get number. Let's check on our web page what it's showing. So it's showing number because we take p tag in index.html. That's why we get in a small character. Let me zoom it out so that you can check it. It's a number. Let's suppose if I change it, okay, if I change it in a string in an alphabetic character, and here I am going to write some name like what we can write, variables. Okay, let me save this. And now what is the data type of this? When we are writing in a quotes, single quotes or double quotes, then it is categorized as a string, isn't it? So what is it? It is a string. So what the output we are going to get? We are going to get string because we change it from number to alphabetical character and we put quotation here. So in output what we are going to get? We are going to get string. In this way we can find type of, by using type of operator we can find the data type. Okay, now let me create more p tags, so one by one I can explain you every type of data type that we are going to use. Okay, here let me copy this and paste it 4 or 5 times. Okay, now I am going to change this id because id should always be unique. It's 2, then 3, 4 and 5, till 5 only we want. Let me remove this. Okay, now here what I am going to do, we have a var first var. We have a var is a keyword and first var is a variable name. Let me remove this. Okay, inside first var I am going to take nothing, then var second var. Inside second var I am going to use number 22. Then again I am going to take var keyword. Now this time third var. It should be string. Senseacademy. Okay. Okay. Then we have another variable name with fourth var. Okay, fine. And in fourth var we are going to give boolean values. In boolean what we are going to use? True or false. Okay, here I am going to give true. These all are the data type. I already told you we have a number data type, we have a alphabetical data type that we call string, then we have a boolean data type that we call true or false. Now what this called I will tell you later on. Let me use document.getElement by id. Here we have a var id1 for first var in a type of first var. Okay, fine. Let me take string as well. Okay. Now here I am going to take string so that we can clearly understand data type of first var. Okay. And we have to add it. Then we get the type of first var. Okay, type of operator we are using for finding the data type of the value. Now I am going to copy the same line and paste it below. In this I am going to change my ID name as 2, and here I am going to write data type of second var. And type of also what second var. Then again I am going to copy this and paste it, and here I am going to write 3, and this is third var, data type of third var. Paste it. Then we have a last one. For last one, what I am going to do, same thing, copy this line and paste it below, and change it as a ID 4, and copy this variable name and paste it here. In this way we have type of operator for all the variables name that we are using above. So we can get the type of first var also, type of second var, type of third var, and type of fourth var. So here we have used type of operator to find the data type of the variables. So before seeing the output, I want to know from you what is the output of the first. Here we don't define anything. We don't have string value, we don't have number value, even we don't have a boolean value. So it's undefined. So what will be the output for the first? Undefined. Then for second, what will be the output for the second? Here we have a 22. So what will be the output? Number. Okay. Then we have a third var. What will be the output for the third var? It is in a double quotation. So what will be the output for that? It's a string. Whenever we write any alphabetical character or anything in single quotes or double quotes, it is considered as a string only. So it is what? String. Then after that we have a last one, true or false. I already told you the data type of true or false is what? It is a boolean value. For boolean value we are going to use true or false. What we get? We get boolean. Okay, now we will check our web page what we are getting as an output. Let me show you. Let me split it out so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay, let me give some space. We can give this column so that it looks good in every. Okay, fine. Let me save this file. Now you can see data type of first var. Let me show you the first var also. It is not defined. So what we get as output? Undefined. Then for second var, it is a number. So what is the data type of that? Number. What we get as an output for second var, it is a number. And then we have a third var. Let me change the text here. It is a third var. So for third var, what is our data type? It is a string. So what we get? We get string. Then we have a data type for fourth var, that is boolean value. If whether we are using true or false, we get boolean. Boolean data type is used for true or false. Fourth var. Okay, fine. So in this way, by using type of operator, we can find the data type of each variable. Now you know how to find data type of variable. So practice it by your own and write a program to find the data type of the variable. After that, we are going to a program to perform mathematical and arithmetic operation. How can we do that? By using JavaScript. Okay. So here what I am going to do, we have to perform some mathematical operation like in mathematics we do. So let me change the comment here. In single line comment I am going to write mathematical and arithmetical operation. Then let me write it inside index.html as well. After finding data type, we are going to perform some mathematical operation. Let me give heading as a h1 only. Inside h1 I am going to write mathematical and arithmetical operations. Okay, fine. Here also I am going to take p tag, and inside p tag I am going to use some unique ID. What we can use now as a unique ID? We can use, what we can use? Okay, let's keep let's use operation OPP1. Okay, OP1, it's fine, OP1. Okay, copy it and paste it below and change the ID number so that it's considered as a unique number. OP2 3 4 5 6. Okay, fine. Now inside script.js I am going to take var keyword, and here I am going to take variable name as value because we are going to perform mathematical operation. So I am going to write my operation. Here I am going to make one function, my operation, and inside that I am going to pass two value, 20 and 17. Okay, here we have passed two values to the my operation function, which will be used to perform certain operations. Okay, how it will perform I will tell you. here we have a function my operation, and here I pass two number 20 and 17. Now I am going to make function. How we make function? Function, and then after that we write this name, okay, my operation, where I pass two values to my operation. I am going to write my operation here. Okay, after my operation, here I am going to pass two parameter, that is value 1 and value 2. We have two values. So first value is called value 1 and the second value is called value 2. And after that we put curly bracket. Now inside curly bracket I am going to write document dot get element by id, that we are following above only. And we have to pass the unique id. What is our first unique id? That is op1. Copy it from here and paste it inside get element by id. Okay, then here we are going to put dot inner html. So here we need the addition of this two number. So for that let me write some string. The addition is then we have to put this addition side, and for addition what we are going to add? Value 1 and value 2. Here we have value 1 20 and value 2 17, because my operation we are making the function of that my operation, and we take two parameter, value 1 is our 20, value 2 is our 17, and we have to add this two value. For adding this two value, what I am going to do? I am going to take parenthesis, and inside parenthesis I am going to pass this two value by showing additional operator property. Okay, let me show you. We have value 1, then you have to put addition sign, then what we have? Value 2. So the addition of both values is done using plus operator, as you can see here. Let me save this. Now in output we got 37. In this way we can make one function, and inside one function we can perform multiple arithmetic operation, not only one. Okay, now we have two value, and for that two value we need we have to show some subtraction property as well. So for that what I am going to do? The same thing, I am going to copy the same line inside the same function. Okay, no need to make other function. If you need to show subtraction for the same value, so you no need to make same function again and again. Inside one function you can show that operation. Let me copy this and paste it below. Now what I am going to do? For subtraction I am going to take unique id as a 2. Already we make it inside index.html op2. Then after that we can change. We don't need the addition. This time we need subtraction value. So here we are going to write the subtraction is, and inside subtraction we have a value 1 and value 2. Now value 1 is bigger and value 2 is smaller. So we are going to subtract value 1 minus value 2. Let me change the operator here. So here for subtraction of both value is done using which operator? Minus operator. Okay, be remember. Let me save this, and you get the subtraction is 3. You can check it. 20 minus 17 we get 7. We get 3. In the same way we can perform multiplication also. So for performing multiplication, we can use which operator? We can use multiplication operator. Let me show you that as well. Here we need multiplication. So the multiplication is, here we have to change the ID name as well, and we have to put multiplication sign. You get the sign above 8 number on your keyboard. This is called a multiplication sign, this star mark. Okay, let me save this. So the multiplication is 340. So in this way you can perform multiple operation. The division also you can use division of both value using division operator. Let me show you that too as well. There are two. Let me show you, 1 minute. Here we are going to perform division. For division, we are going to use division operator, and this is your division operator. Okay, and if you need remainder, if you want to divide, for that you have to use percent operator. I will show you that as well, so you don't get confused. Let me save this. After division, if the remainder of both value is done using which operator? A percent operator. Let me show you that last one as well. Here if you need the remainder, so for that the remainder is, and here I am going to use percent operator so that you can get remainder. Okay, so in this way you can perform multiple operation, and by using unique ID. So now you get how you can do multiple operation, and for checking boolean values, like it is true or false, let me show you that as well, so you get a clear idea about boolean values. Okay, here I am going to copy the same one and paste it below. Here I am going to change the ID for every 3. This is 4, 5, and this one is a 6. Okay. Okay, fine. We need to change this one. So inside here I am going to change the text as well. Okay, we have two value, and here I am going to write value 1 is greater than value 2. Okay, and here also sorry, here also I am going to change the symbol. Value 1 is greater, so we have to use the greater symbol in mathematics as we are using. So here I am putting the greater symbol. Now in that case, what we are going to get our output, because it is going to answer in true or false. So it's true or false. Value 1 is greater than value 2. It's true. Okay, let's check our output. Value 1 is greater than value 2. True. If we opposite it, okay, the same thing we are going to opposite. Okay, let me paste it. Value 1 is smaller than value 2. And let me change the symbol as well. So it's false. So in this way you can get boolean value. Let me change the ID, that's why you are getting the same. Okay, 7. We don't have 7. Okay, inside index.html I am going to create one more and name it 7. Now you get two different. Value 1 is greater than value 2, true. But value 1 is smaller than value 2, no. Then in that case we get false. These are called Boolean values. Okay. Hope you understand. Now if you want to increment both value, then for that you can use a double plus operator. I will show how. If you want to increment your value, let me make one more p tag and give id as 8, and let me make one more and id is 9. Okay, fine. Here I am going to save it and paste it here and change the id name as 8, and inside that I am going to perform increment operation. So for increment operation, what I am going to do, I am going to change the text here. Let me remove this background color. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. Here I am going to change the text. The increment of both values by 1. Okay, we need to show increment operation. So here I am going to use plus operator on both inside. How? Let me remove this first. First for value 1, we want to show the increment operation on value 1. So here I am going to use 2 times plus operator and going to write our first param, that is value 1. So it is increased by 1. Then again I am going to use plus operator, and here I am going to use string as a and. Then we have a value 2. For value 2 also I am going to do the same. Let me put plus sign here as well. And inside parenthesis I am going to put double plus operator, and after that here I am going to write value 2 inside parenthesis only. Okay, I will explain you what I did here, so that you don't get confused. The increment of both value is done using plus plus operator. Just keep in mind that when plus plus increment is placed before the value, it is called as pre-increment operation, and when placed after the value, okay, now we place before the value, as you can see, plus plus operator. And when placed after the value, it is known as post increment operator. A pre-increment operator will increase the value first and then will pass the value, whereas a post increment operator will pass the value first and then increase it. Okay, let me show you so that you can understand. The increment of both value is 21 and 18. Okay, so 21 increased one time, that it is called as 21. Then 17 is increment by one time, then we get output as 18. Okay, I will explain you one more time so that you don't get confused. The increment of both values is done using plus plus operator, and keep in mind that when plus plus increment is placed before the value, it is called as pre-increment operator. What is called pre-increment operator? And when placed after the value, now we are not placing after the value, and whenever I am placing plus plus operator after the value, then it is known as post increment operator. Okay, so what is the difference between pre-increment or post increment? So pre-increment operator will increase the value first and then will pass the value. Okay, but post increment operator will pass the value first and then increase it. I will show you how. Let me write it here in a comment. A pre-increment operator will increase the value first and then will pass the value. You can see in output also it increased the value, then it passed it as an output as 21 and 18. Okay. And then we have another post increment. Post increment operator will pass the value first and then increase it. Okay. So that's why for showing increment value we are using here pre-increment operator. Before value we are putting plus plus operator and then show the increment value. Okay. After that we are going to check decrement operator. In the same way you can check it. I will give you an assignment and you can do by your own. How can we show decrement value? Okay, so in this way what you have to do, you have to, instead of using plus plus operator, you can use minus minus operator. Now we have to check those values are equal or not. For that what we can do, let me show you. Let me copy the same one and paste it here, and inside that I am going to change my ID as 9. Now here I am going to check my two values are equal or not, as we already know, but in case if we don't know the values are equal or not, we have some bigger values. So how can we check that? So to check whether both values are exactly equal or not, for that we are going to use triple equal operator. Okay, I will explain you, I will give you the theory part also, what is the difference in that. Here I am going to change the text, and here I am going to write are both values equal. Let me put question mark. Okay, and here I am going to compare this values. How can we compare? Let me remove this and use another parenthesis, the new one, and inside that I am going to write value 1 is equal to value 2. I will tell you why use 3 equal operator. I will tell you that later on, but let's see. In this way we can check. Okay, it's fine. So what will be the output? As we already know, these two values are not equal. So what is the output we are going to get? As you already know, as you already come to know whether both values are exactly equal or not, and for checking that we use triple equal to sign. Okay, let's save me this file and check it. So we get output as false. Okay, so in this way we can check. In case if it is equal, like let me change the value for a while. So we get output true. Okay. In this way also we can check. Now after that we are going to learn about what are objects in JavaScript. So now you come to know how you can do mathematical operation using JavaScript, and how you can perform multiple operation using same numbers. You have to make one single function, and inside that you can perform multiple operations. Sorry. Now we are going to learn about objects in JavaScript. So what are objects in JavaScript? So objects are also variable, but we cannot store much more information inside object. Okay, every object is written with curly bracket. I will show you the syntax how can we write object in JavaScript. And each object has unique properties assigned to them which stores value. For example, let me give you one example. This is example only. We are going to use multi-line comment. So for multi-line comment, what we can do? Okay. For example, we have a student, so I'm declaring var keyword sorry, and inside var keyword I'm going to write declare students. Okay, variable name students equal to, and here I'm going to use curly bracket. Inside curly bracket I'm going to write a name like first name. First name of this student I'm going to take Lakshmikant. Okay, in string because it's a name, so we have to write in string. After that I'm going to write age. Let's suppose 24. Okay, so in this way we can write object. We use curly bracket, and whatever the detail we have to write about the student, we can write inside that curly bracket only. So as I said, objects are also variables, but we can store much more information inside object. If you write a name, father's name of Lakshmikant, you can write that as well using key value pair. This is your key and this is your value. First name is your key and Lakshmikant is your value. Age is your key and this number is your value. So in a key value pair we are writing the object, and each object has unique property assigned to them which stores value. Here we have created an object literal of the name student, where first name and age are its property, and Lakshmikant and 24 are properties of that values. Okay, what we have created an object literal. This is our object literal, and inside object literal we have name student, where first name and age are its property, and Lakshmikant 24 are properties value. Okay, now you get. So in this way we are going to perform some operation. How can we use object in JavaScript? But okay, I will give you one more example. This is your object. Then we are after object we are going to use arrays, sorry, not arrays, we are going to use functions in JavaScript. As you know what are object in JavaScript, I will explain you by practical example as well, but before that I will explain you what are functions in JavaScript. As you already know what is object, and you see how we declare functions in JavaScript. So what is functions, what are functions in JavaScript? So as you already know how to declare functions. So function is a block of code which execute the code entirely when called. Function are used when we need to use a set of instruction multiple times inside a program. As you already know the syntax, how we create a syntax, we write function first, and inside function we are declaring variable name, anything. For example, student is only variable name, and then we put parenthesis, and after that curly bracket. Inside curly bracket what we are going to write, we are going to write code to be executed is written inside this curly bracket. Okay, whatever the code you need to execute, that should be written inside that curly bracket. Okay, so for creating a function we use the function keyword here that I am using. This is a keyword followed by the function name. Okay, this is the name student, with the opening and closing parenthesis, it have opening and closing, and then curly bracket, and inside curly bracket we contain our code. Okay, for example we will create a function which print hello whenever we need it. So inside that I am going to use console.log, and inside you can write your function like hello. It will be printed whenever you open your page. While inspecting you can check. So in this way we can create a function. Now we just need to call this function whenever we want to print hello inside a console window. We can call a function anywhere in our program just by using its identifier followed by opening and closing parenthesis like this. So this will print hello. Okay. Now you got it. After that we will learn the practical implementation of object in our code. Now I just give you the theory knowledge. In tomorrow class I will told you how you can use practically these things. So our team will send you the attendance link. So please fill your attendance. With that I am going to end this session here only.